All right, and we are live, pal. So, hey guys, Andy here, and well, as you all know, the beginning portions of these live streams are just going to be some. Where is it? It's not on here yet. But it's basically just sound check real quick. So, if you're watching the post stream, just skip ahead about 5 minutes or so. All right, cool. Oh, actually, I want to check something out here real quick. Time watched. Yeah. 3 hours and 30 seconds. Look. Damn. I watch a lot of YouTube. Anywho'sburg. Let me get down to business. Anywho'sburg. Let me get down to business. Anywho'sburg. Let me get down to... Okay, so that sounds good. Alright, and we have... Shit. And we have the... chat on my phone here. Oop. So that's, come on, jeez. When you want it to stay vertical, right? So yeah, got the chat up in the corner, so I can just check up on that. So if you guys have any questions or whatever, feel free to holla at your boy. And yeah, we'll go ahead and send out stuff. So I also got to change the title of this because I'm not editing. Was it? Come on, it's taking. I'm not editing the Thai buffet Tokyo thing. So we're editing. Do that. Editing Circus in Tokyo, Japan. Alright, it's been saved. Good. Oh. Go ahead and get that link for the Discord so people excuse me. So people know that I'm live. Because it shows the post stream like after I'm done, but for some reason it doesn't show like when I'm live on my Discord. It shows. Oh, shit, sorry about that. And also something I noticed from my previous stream. What the fuck happened? Okay, whatever. But anyway, it showed on my my previous stream that I had a little noise gate, so if I wasn't talking, it would just kind of like silence everything, so you wouldn't hear all like the all that kind of shit. But it just, I don't know. I felt like it was a little too sensitive. So like sometimes I noticed like words got cut off and stuff. So I decided to get rid of it altogether. At least try it out for this stream anyway. And there is like a noise suppression, kind of like a noise filter or something like that. But it doesn't really sound good. From my experience, it just sounds kind of eh. So let me send out this link real quick. Alright, now we got all that shit taken care of. Cool. Alright. Excuse me. So we got all that. Didn't Eric release a video recently? I just want to check to make sure my playlist is up to date, because I have to like manually put in the videos that I do, because I'm not the only editor that he has. Otherwise I just like link his channel in the playlist. But he has other editors and stuff. Sometimes he puts together stuff too, so it just depends. But I'm looking at these numbers and everything, and yeah, man, it's I don't know what it is, but you know, some of these numbers aren't really up to snuff to where they were before, and I'm just wondering what it is. I mean, it's pretty damn obvious what his audience wants to see, you know, despite all the positive comments and stuff that he gets. It's pretty obvious that his audience, at least from the algorithm standpoint, they want to see like the vending machine stuff. But there's like only so many vending machines videos that you can do. You know, even in Japan where they have like more variation stuff, I think he's pretty much done all the vending machine stuff that he can do. The only one that he hasn't done yet that I've seen was down in Hiroshima. They have a pizza vending machine. It was on Chris Broad's Journey Across Japan series. When they went down to Hiroshima, they showed that off. So I think that would be pretty interesting. And I haven't seen Eric down in southern Japan before, so I think that would be pretty interesting too. So just looking at some of the views and stuff, and it's just like, you know, pretty obvious they want the vending machine stuff. Vending machines, train meals, so like bento, things like that, you know. But for some of the more obscure stuff, you know, I think it'd be pretty cool. Because, I mean, he may not have a lot of views on some of the more obscure stuff, but if tagged correctly, then, you know, he'll be the #1 search result for that food. But this is just me playing SEO person. So, some of these thumbnails, man, oh my god. Some of them are pretty good, though, to be fair. But there's others that are just like, what the fuck? Like the Mexican seafood tacos one, I just, what? But, the Eric Vlog ×6 is pretty good. The udon's pretty good. It obscures the face, so I'm a little, The Fan Meetup Fest, he shouldn't have put the one where he's eating fucking mayonnaise. Because, like, nobody's going to get that until they actually watch the video. So he should have put up, like, a little thing where he's, like, with his fans and stuff. But, again, that's just me playing armchair quarterback as far as that stuff goes. Ooh, the German food in Japan video did pretty good. I don't think I put that together.
A little on the fruity. Hey guys, what's going on?
No, I didn't. This is that weird fucking... I don't know who the fuck did that. But, Airport Vending Machine did that one. Guy in a Suit, I think Eric does those. I don't think he outsources them. Lokan, that one did surprisingly well. See, it's a lot of the kind of traditional Japanese stuff that you might think of that does really well. So, like him going to like a ramen restaurant, izakaya, you know, pubs and stuff. Those do really well. The vending machine videos obviously do the best. Like, it's not even a contest. You know, I look at some of these, it's like, you know, 56K for TGI Fridays, 60K for Vietnamese food, 8.9K for Guy in a Suit, and then like the next video, which is the airport vending machine video, is like 117K. So, yeah, it's pretty obvious. And also the stuff that he does with his sons usually does pretty well. Like the sushi go around, again, it combines you know, traditional Japanese food plus the sun. Dude's got it. It's in that one. So you got that. Then this Japan food tour one. I don't think I did this one. Maybe I did.
Greetings, fine people of the internet.
No, I didn't. I didn't do this one. You can tell right away because I always put like the Instagram. I used to put the Snapchat, but now it's the Instagram stuff. I usually do that first. Yeah, these pubs didn't do. Okonomiyaki did pretty good. Yeah, the Ichiran one, 117 or 111,000. The fish restaurant, 85K. Hot food vending machine, 137K. Family restaurants are kind of hit or miss. Sometimes they do really well, other times not so much. Volk's Family Restaurant, 71,000. Still pretty good, but like he could be pulling in like way better numbers, in my opinion. Yeah, Korean street food. That one did surprisingly well. I like the comparison videos. They don't always do well, but it's pretty interesting. Even though this one didn't do well, the Panda Express one, the one I did with McDonald's, that one did really well. Japanese New Year's food. Let's see, live stream. The Mega Tokyo Food Tour. I'm surprised that one didn't do any better because, like, I think I enjoyed those the most, aside from the Niseko pizza videos. Those are just like, dude, those are on a whole nother level. Like, I want to go out there and, like, film it myself, you know. I'm not even interested in snowboarding or any of the other stuff. I just want to go to Niseko Pizza. That's it. Yeah, vending machine, 110,000. Bento lunch boxes, 105,000. Fast food trucks. This one I did do, 171,000. That did surprisingly well. Japanese set menu, 107,000. Square Pizza in Tokyo, 113,000. McDonald's Japan versus USA. This is the one I did do, and I really enjoyed this one, actually. I really put some time and effort into it to make it kind of cinematic and stuff. As best I could, anyway. So, 200,000. Another family restaurant video. But this was like 8 months ago. I think the family restaurant thing kind of tapered off. Because he did it like a whole bunch, so... You know, went from like several 100K to like maybe 30 or something like that. So, yeah. Then ramen, vending machine, 260,000. The ramen museum one surprisingly didn't do that well, comparatively. And that had Asagi, and I really enjoyed it, even though it did have like Eric accidentally spilling ramen all over himself. The second Heart Attack Grill didn't do that well. The first one did pretty well. The second one, not so much. I can see it's definitely a format change because I had to work around copyright music because that's all I play. So, you know, you got to work around it. So, yeah, Denny's Japan versus America. That one did really well, 244,000. Another vending machine video, 392,000, 349,000. So yeah, they've tapered off from what they used to be, but they still do really well. Conbini video, I think I did this one. I believe 0.
Take 4. Take 4. Hey,
No,
guys.
did not. Thought I did though. Let's see. Japanese steak, Wagyu, teppanyaki, or hibachi style restaurant. I got some tempura, and the vending machine, 263,000. Yeah, what up, Chris? How you doing, man? Yeah, that's why I posted it in the. I posted it in the Discord. Wonky like that, so Yeah, YouTube's kind of weird with the notifications. So anyway, I was just kind of had like a little distracted moment looking through some of Eric's videos, just seeing like what they're doing view wise and stuff, and just like thinking of different things and places he could go to. But yeah, just looking over, obviously a lot of his most viewed stuff, especially for the past year, has been vending machine videos, food vending machine videos. But like, there's only so many vending machine videos that he can do and still keep it fresh. And I think he's already kind of hit that threshold. And the only one that I could think of that would be interesting would be the pizza vending machine down in Hiroshima. And I told him about that one. I've seen Chris Broad from Abroad in Japan do that on his Journey Across Japan video when he visited Hiroshima. And I think a couple other people have done it too. But I think it'd be pretty cool if Eric did it as well. It's not as widely covered, and it does fit his like vending machine food niche type thing. Family restaurants were doing pretty good for him, but they've tapered off. The comparison videos, like the Japanese McDonald's versus American McDonald's, Japanese Denny's versus American Denny's, those initially did really well, but I think they've also kind of cooled off. Yeah. It's just I think I think it's just the novelty of getting food from a vending machine. It's like because you don't expect it to be good, and like most people, especially in the States, like food wise, aside from maybe like a bag of chips or like Pop-Tarts or something like that, most people don't really expect anything from a vending machine. But there are some vending machines in America that do serve food. Sometimes it's like cold subs or like microwavable cheeseburgers, which but it's there, so it's not meant to really be good. It's just more to be like a novelty, like, yeah, I can actually get my food from a vending machine. I don't have to talk to anybody, which it plays well, I guess. But yeah. Wait, which one went full racist? Was it Nobita or Yuta? I know Nobita did, but did Yuta? I don't know. Yeah, Nobita is... Yeah. I mean, it's kind of interesting. Like, the build-up and stuff is cool, because, like, the premise of his videos are really good. But, kind of the payoff is a little lacking, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to Nobita. I think he's kind of letting neo-feminism or whatever the fuck, like, melt his little brain. I don't know what's going on. I did actually ask if he needed an editor, but that was before he went full fucking red pill again. Because for a while he was doing like kind of nice videos. Like he went on a bit of a fucking like racist sort of tear a while ago, and then he kind of apologized for it and was like, yeah, we're gonna get back to how it really was. I'm like, all right, cool. And now he's kind of on his racist shit again, so it's like, yeah, the black people. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, I think maybe JCJ uncovered that, I guess, like, his girlfriend got stolen by a black people. Yeah. I think the thing that got me, though, was the whole, like, military thing. Like, does the U.S. military need to be in Japan? And it's like, people don't really understand the reason that they're there, They just think, oh, they're just loud and obnoxious, and they like rape and kill women and all this other stuff. Yeah. But like, it'd be one thing if he like was kind of showing where everybody's coming from. It's like, okay, you showed the side of like Japanese people being like, why are they even here? Like they either like don't know, or they're like, oh, they're so loud and annoying, and I don't want friggin' American running around many pawns, because everybody's got that fucking Commodore Perry syndrome, where it's like, this is my Nippons, fucking whitey ass vanilla face McCheeseburger, breathing my Japan air. Yeah, it's a strategic position, and if like China and North Korea start acting a fool, it's a lot easier to get there from Japan than it is from Hawaii or even Guam. Yeah, basically. I mean, obviously, there's also the possibility of Japan getting all feudal on that shit again and wanting to conquer everything. But, there's always that possibility. But I think it's more just the reason that we just want to keep North Korea, China, Russia, whoever, from acting a fool. And if something happens in the Philippines, as it often happens, like a typhoon or something hits, we can be first responders and wait for Red Cross to give us the go-ahead, because politics. Yeah, it didn't go well for them last time, that's for sure. I will say that. But we gave them a hard format, as we would say in the computational information technology lingo, DESIO. We're fucking bombing their dicks, basically. But things are good for now, so yeah. Get rid of that one notification. But yeah, I'm just kind of looking around at other people doing YouTube and stuff, and even from when I did my tier list video, I've already unsubscribed from a lot of people because either their shit's kind of boring, or they fucking go off the deep end about some fucking bullshit, and it's just like, and it's not, I don't unsubscribe because I don't necessarily agree with them. It's just that they fucking like go off on their bullshit so much, and everybody's so polarized nowadays. It's like you're either 100% on my side or you're 100% on the enemy's side. And it's not like, we can have a difference of opinion, but like, I don't have to 100% unconditionally support everything you do. So, yeah. But mostly it's just because some people just plain got boring. And it's like, I just don't want to fucking watch. I'm tired of that shit. So. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. I had subbed from him because of that reason too. It was just, I tried kind of giving him the benefit of the doubt, because, I realize that it's pretty easy to get caught up in all the negativity of all that shit, and it can be hard to, like, get back to reality from that. So I definitely gave him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, yeah, I'll sub and watch all your stuff, and I did. And then he started getting back on his shit again, and it's like, oh shit, here we go again. So, just didn't want to deal with his shit anymore. And then he got fucking Dav Truppins, who, I talked the whole deal about his woman, but really it's not really fair for her, or to her, really, for me to get in that fucking conversation, because everybody's got different preferences. And, so who am I to judge him for his preferences? Whoever he finds attractive is between them, really. and the gravitational pull that her head has. Had to get something in. But, nah, man, it was mostly just the fact that, he's just full of shit. Go full beta and think of the many, meaning just going with everyone's flow, not holding position. Yeah. Well, I think, with YouTube nowadays, especially if you want to make it to some level of fame or have X amount of subscribers or whatever your metric is, people don't want to alienate a potential chunk of their audience. So they just try to remain as unbiased as possible, and people get fucking tired of that shit too, because they're like, oh, you're just a fucking fence sitter, you don't want to take a hard stance on an issue or whatever, you don't believe in anything, and all this other shit. Like Boogie is a classic example, although I've seen him do some hypocritical shit before, but everybody fucking razzes on him because he's like the ultimate fence setter, but for me, a lot of times, a lot of these like hot button issues and stuff, I don't really have a stance on it. Like, I just don't care, or don't care enough to have an opinion on. So, that. You talk shit about his girl about a bit, you would turn. Well, I wouldn't turn that piece of ass down, but I would turn it around. Yeah. I'm sure she's nice. I'm sure she's a nice lady, but oh man, he's got to get a full frame camera. Old Dav Truppins can't be dealing with that crop factor, dude. Like, that's all I gotta say about it. But, aside from that, which that's whatever. But that's just something I kind of lightly tease on. I don't like, fucking have a hard stance on it or whatever. Because we all got our fucking tastes and everything. Some people feel that Asian women aren't attractive, and they're entitled to their extremely wrong opinion, but whatever. So it looks like a train. Yeah, especially from the side. Like if you get like a profile or something like that, it's like her face looks caved in. It's weird. It's like, I don't know if like her forehead kind of like lurches out, or like if her nose is like so far indented. Because like there's some times where she does actually look pretty good, and then like she turns or the camera turns or whatever, and it's just like, oh, what the fuck. So you kind of get lulled into the sense of, all right, she looks pretty good, it looks pretty hot, okay, I get what Dave's doing here, and then the fucking little camera turn, like, whoa, Jesus Christ. But I don't know. I just mostly don't like Dave because he's fucking on his bullshit. He comes across as this fucking life guru who's been through some shit, but really he hasn't. And he's actually younger than me, but looks older than me, so figure that shit out. I did like him originally because he kind of had this sort of calm, really sensible demeanor, which he still does, but yeah, I'd probably wonder too. But I don't know, just after hearing what Sam said about him and kind of seeing, some of his bullshit, it's just like, I can't take his shit seriously anymore. Yeah, super preachy and shit. It's just like, he just doesn't have the context to really formulate that. I think it's like the reason why I don't make videos on how to be a big time YouTuber. It's like, it's so fucking pretentious for me to do something like that. Because, like, it'd be one thing if I was already a big YouTuber and, like, I told people, like, how I blew up or whatever. But, like, I'm not. But, like, that's the thing I see with, you know, people like him is that they put the cart before the horse and, you know, they talk about all these wise things and trying to fill the world with their awoken wisdom. But they don't have any life experience to back it up. And, again, they come off as, like, super preachy and shit. Yeah, I thought he was 40-ish too, or, like, really close, like late 30s, 39 3/4 or some shit. But no, he's like 31, 32, I think. No, he's got to be like 30, 31. Because he's a little bit younger than I am. I know that for a fact. Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole thing I don't get with Sam is that, you know, he just I don't know. I just don't like Sam's presence on camera. You know, I don't want to get into a whole like burying Sam or whatever the fuck, because, like, you know, I'm happy for his success and I'm happy that he's rubbing shoulders with all these big YouTubers and doing good things and all this other stuff. You know, he's definitely come a long way from even just a couple years ago. And I'm super fucking stoked for the dude. And I hope that he does. I hope that he is able to make YouTube a full-time job for him. But at the same time, you know, he's got to practice what he preaches. And I don't see that from him. But he still gets all butthurt when people don't take his advice. Like, you never take my advice. Well, I mean, you know. That's going to be one way he can draw in an audience, I guess. Yeah, his vids are definitely getting better. I will say that. They have gotten better. But, you know, I just think from an aesthetic point and just his presence, the character he's trying to portray seems really... I'm just wondering, like, what audience is he trying to target, right? Because he always told me, like, he wants to, you know, be on camera and stuff and kind of treat his audience like children in a way, and that, you know, he's very loud and, hi guys, how's it going? Oh my god, I'm just very loud and bright smiles and all sort of shit. But he still says fucking whores and all this other shit. So it's like, what audience are you trying to, like, play to, dude? Yeah, and not in the right way either. I mean, it'd be one thing if he, like, put on muscle or something like that. But, yeah, dude. And that's a whole nother thing, too. You know? And, like, I don't want to fucking rag on the dude for being heavy, because, like, I'm pretty heavy myself, so that's, like, the pot calling the kettle black. But, you know, I think he's at a point, weight-wise, where it's not just about, oh, fatty, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's more like, he's got to take that shit seriously, dude, because, like, he can fucking die. You know, it's not just a little bit of vanity weight he needs to lose. It's like critical life shit, dude. Oh, yeah, for sure. But, yeah. I don't know. I want him to do better. I want him to lose weight. You know. But it's one of those things, man, where... No. God, no. And I think, honestly, like, real talk, I think he really fucking fell off the wagon when he got rid of his house. Like, if you notice, you know, he goes out to McDonald's a lot more. Fucking, when he was in LA, that's literally all he fucking ate was McDonald's from Uber Eats, because he was too fucking scared to, like, go outside. But still, he fucking would razz me because, oh, you don't go outside, Andy San. America's not that scary, Andy San. And it's like... I mean, granted, LA's a lot scarier than Kalamazoo, but there's still danger out there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what he's going through because like I haven't talked to him since I fucking left his Discord, and I mean we had a little chat after that, but you know, there's nothing really substantial we talked about. I don't even subscribe to him on YouTube anymore. That's why he wasn't on my my list. You know, like I resubscribed to him again just to kind of see what he was up to and see what kind of videos he was making. But then he put out that vlog, and it's just like, oh my god. You know, it's just like way too many cuts. You know, again with the like over emphatic, you know, talking to children voice, but still targeting adults. I don't get it. You know, I mean, it'd be one thing if it was like a character or something like that, but with Sam, it's like there needs to be a separation between real Sam and, you know, the TKO Sam character. And I mean, Tokyo Cooney's said that shit for years. Like, way before Sam had, you know, a really decently sized audience. You know, he said that, you know, if he would just, like, turn it down, like, a lot, then, you know, he would get a much larger audience. And, yeah, let's see here. Yeah, sorry about these held messages, I guess whenever you curse or whatever. Because, like, I have the, like, the auto mod, so sometimes, you know, whatever. Let's see, it's in one of his late streams, so I'm getting delivery food by... Yeah, that's like wiping your ass on a stick kind of fat. Fuck sakes. Like, my thing was in Japan was, you know, if I wanted to get McDonald's or something like that, you know, I was going to, like, walk there, take my bike there or something. You know, I wasn't going to take a cab or fucking ride in a car or whatever to get to McDonald's. Like, if my fat ass wanted fat ass food, my fat ass was going to get there. You know? Of course, that all went out the window once I came back to America, but that's another story. And even still, I didn't get nearly as big as he did. Like how? Like physically, how do you get that fucking big? Like, he was always kind of a chunker, but he went to like heckin' chunker, and then now he's at like, oh lord, he coming level. So. But I honestly do think that him losing his house really fucked with him as far as that goes, because at least at his house, you know, from what I've seen, yeah, he would still get McDonald's and shit, but he was able to, like, cook healthy meals, and I would see that in behind the scenes, and even in some videos, he would just be, like, sitting there cooking some cabbage and shit or whatever, and, yeah. Yeah, exactly, and that's kind of his thing. Is like, you know, his style of humor and stuff is played out. You know, it's like a lot of times I swear that he was fucking like freeze dried or whatever, and back in like 2004, and it was like just now like released into the wild with all of his old like 80s and 90s references. Yeah, he had that place for, like, I think 5 or 6 years. He had that shit for a long-ass time. Like, that was the place that I visited him back when I was out in Japan. You know, he held a couple house parties and stuff, and, you know, had some of his friends and some YouTubers and stuff come over there. That's where I met Sandra no Sekai, or Karandra now. She's kind of doing her own thing now, but back in the day, she was, you know, a J-vlogger, you know. That's where I met her. Who else, YouTube-wise? I don't know if Megwin was there. But, you know, I've interacted with Megwin a lot, and his wife, Amanda. Well, wife Amanda mostly, because she was friends with friends, so... Yeah, definitely. It also helped that, you know, he had roommates. So in addition to keeping him company, It also kept his rent down, like really super low, because they would split it, and I think he had like 2 or 3 roommates. I think that was like the max that he could do. So like 3 roommates plus him, split the rent like 4 ways. Even if he's paying like $1,500 a month, which is pretty plausible in that area where he was at. What is that, like 5? Fuck. How do I maths? $375. If he was paying $1,500, he was probably paying less overall. But between him and 3 roommates, you'd be paying like $375. So like, he wouldn't have to work super hard, to be able to afford that place. But his roommates did fuck him over a lot. They'd leave without notice, and one of them got really fucking mad because he wouldn't get his deposit back, and it's like, motherfucker, you left early, Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, a lot of people wanted me to room with Sam when I come out to Japan, and even when we were on better speaking terms, I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea. Because, like, while I trust in Sam to, like, pay the bills and stuff like that, or at least pay his end of things, there's always that, like, potential tension of him wanting to bring somebody over, or, him wanting to be alone, or, I could always see, like, some kind of weird tension or something with living together. And plus, just our lifestyles are, like, way different, There's a lot of similarities, but it's way different, It's like, even my best friend in the whole world, like, it would be really hard for me to be his roommate, And I've known the guy for years, but, some people just can't live together. Yeah, he's definitely had difficulties with the Racka Boys, for sure. It's just, and I get it, they're Australian, and that's their sense of humor and shit. But, I don't know, I always felt like they kind of treated him as the help, basically. One way to put it. Where he wasn't like a fully fledged member, he was just kind of there. I mean, hell, for like the first season, he was literally referred to as Fat Sam. Like, the whole time. Oh, it's Fat Sam, the fat cunt, he can't even see his dick. Let's go poke him with a stick. Why you sleep like the great Buddha, Sam? How many cheeseburgers do you eat today? Oh, I bet he cries gravy. Shit like that.
Hey, what's up?
Okay. So, I mean, I understood why he wanted to go, and, I'm super supportive of him for doing it. But at the same time, man, have some fucking self-respect,
Hey, what's up, guys? Well,
and there'd just be a lot of things that they'd say and do where even I'd be like, Sam, you shouldn't let him treat you like that. And they're like, blah, ha, ha, Andy San, you don't know what you're talking about, Andy San. What the fuck ever, stay black. Yeah, and then that's kind of what I figured it was. But, like, I didn't see him parlaying that into something else. Yeah, exactly. I would have fucking got back to him. I never saw Sam get his comeuppance at all. He's just kind of the butt of the jokes. It'd be one thing if, like, they were coking and joking and, one day Sam would, like, get back at him. But I never really saw that. But even if that didn't happen, like, if I was out in LA and, like, I had a place paid for and shit, there's so many different opportunities out there. Like, if you can get a place out in LA, that's, like, half the battle right there, And if you get the place paid for, like it was with him, when living out there with the Rocket Boys, I mean, granted, they were hopping between different Airbnbs and shit like that. So that whole situation was fucking weird. But I just would have done a lot more out there. Networked with people, which he did. To be fair, he did. Yeah, Jackson was fucking... I don't know what the fuck that dude's problem was. He was fucking on some shit, I don't know. But, yeah, it's just kind of hard to... Yeah, I unfollowed them, too. Fucking... Yeah. I like the shit that Green Cyclist did, actually. I don't know if he's in... Well, he's probably sleeping. It's like 2 in the morning his time. But, I did like the videos that Green Cyclist put together of Sam. It might have just been one. I don't remember. But, yeah, that was some fucking funny shit. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the vlog. I'm Eric.
Oh, that's why. I was wondering, it's like, why is it so jumpy?
The vlog, I'm Eric Surf 6, and I'm getting on this 6 and...
Okay. So pull that back. There we go. One of the vids, they just cut up the parts I'm supposed to. Yeah. Yeah, that was funny. Like, I'd only really, watch the parts with Sam in him, really. Just to kind of see what he was doing and, what he's all up to and shit. It's not like he was releasing videos of his own back then. So. Aside from, 2-year-old rants. But, I digress.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the vlog. I'm Eric Surf 6, and I'm getting on this train right here. It's a monorail. Oh, track's up there. It's like a hanging... It's a monorail.
Just cut that part out.
Oh, track's up there. It's like a hanging train. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, track's up there. It's like a hanging... Oh. Wow.
Just gonna cut that part up.
Oh, track's up there. It's like a hanging... Oh, track's up...
Oh, actually, you know what? We'll, kind of do it like that.
Track's up there. It's like a hanging train.
Actually, no. We'll, scooch it to there.
It's like a hanging train.
I want to go to Japan for a while just to get all them weird news. Yeah. I was actually kind of thinking, I don't even know if they're around anymore, but it'd be kind of funny because, when everybody hears about, oh, Japan's so weird, they think about, the used panning machines. So I just want to, see if that's a thing, or if it's just, urban folklore or whatever. Because I've heard some people, actually found them. I don't know if they're still around, or if they're just kind of a relic of the past or whatever. But I think it'd be kind of funny just to, even if nothing comes of it, just to make a video of it and being like, well, I guess the myth is busted. Or whatever.
Huh. I don't know how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not my jam. But it's a popular item and a common, urban legend, I guess, of, weird Japan, So, yeah.
Train. I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay. That's the cold open right there. Okay. So pull that back. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it ain't my thing. Because of all the weirdness. But, plus, you don't even know who it is, or, how clean they were or not clean. You know, the whole thing is just like so bizarre, basically.
I feel about that.
It's not bad, but there we go.
I feel about that.
There we go. That's better. Oop, shit. Sorry.
Yep, so getting on this train and going to the Pop Circus. That's right. Shonan Fukuzawa Eki. Yeah, so it's like 2 stops. Going to see my friends, the trapeze artists, Ryan and Tycho. Yep, so getting on this train. Getting on this train and going to...
Jesus Christ. A lot of this camera handling is like so aggravating to me. It's like, so I'm going to, points at the floor, thing. You know, it's like, ah.
About that.
Oh, wait, what the phone? Oh. Did I? What the fuck I just did there? That was weird. I think I just looked at the previous one. Shrink that down to 3. Yeah, probably. That'd be my guess.
Getting on this train and going to...
It's better, but it's still like all sideways and shit. I was like, come on, dude. Hey. Annie Husenberg. So. We kind of hit it there. So it'll be like, burr.
Getting on this train and going to the Pop.
Oh. So like the Great Value version of David Hasselhoff. Well, I haven't seen him in Germany, so it's hard saying. But he is big in Japan. I will say that.
Getting on this train and going to the Pop Circus.
There, okay. So that's fine.
Circus, that's right. It's like 2 stops. Going to see...
Oh, man. Yeah, I would have shot this way differently.
Yes, that's right. Going to see my friends, the trapeze artists, Ryan and Tycho. Gonna hang out. And Tycho. We're gonna do an Eric mealtime this evening after the circus. Yeah, world performers, Pop Circus, one of the best circuses in. Yeah, world performer. World performer. World performer.
Yeah, we'll cut the Eric mealtime thing out of there, because we're going to make that its own separate video. Which reminds me, I should probably... It's part of this clip collection. So, just gotta... Circus.
Alex is very happy about that.
What do we eat? Yeah, like vending machines.
So that's a...
Okay.
It's armor. It's pretty interesting.
What
Just going for a second.
the fuck? So... I think I'll fuss with that later. Yeah, that Asus is a really good deal, but I definitely want to get it for sure. I just don't know how long it's going to be on sale for, but we'll see. Come my first BH payment should be in a couple weeks. Hopefully. So we'll see what I'm working with as far as that goes, because what I want to do is have the have the laptop lined up first, so that way I can like move everything over from my chill box, my desktop, to the laptop, and then sell the desktop, and then maybe sell the monitor and stuff later. In that way, it's just, I have some money that I'll get from the desktop. Not as much as I paid for that. Doesn't that look like the Mr. Krabs meme, where he's all like, "What's going on?" Get a military exchange, get extra tax free. Some things. Well, the thing is, like, they don't always have like the best stuff at the exchange. Granted, I did get the one Asus laptop from there, but looking back, I probably would have see if they had like an upgraded version or something like that. But really, I'm getting it off of Amazon, and Amazon has this thing, especially with the the laptop that I want to get. Well, both of them do, but they have this thing where you can like pay it off interest free for 5 months. So it's like about $1,000 and be paying $200 a month. So like to get the laptop, right off the bat, be $200. And then like you can pay more if you want, but you have to pay at least $200 for 5 months, and then you get it. And then the the camera I want to get, the G85, they have something similar too. I think the payment on that's a lot less though. I think that's like $60 or something. What was it? It's in the frickin' link. Where are we at? It was like 60 or something like that. Oh shit, that was way more. I was looking at something else. But yeah, like $140 a month for 5 months for that. But I definitely want to get the laptop first. Yeah. Let me just read some stuff in Discord real quick. Cooling cable, whatever it is. Oh yeah, I definitely don't want it if Acer's cooling is too fucking shitty. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. The cooling is kind of shit. So where are we at here? I think you're gonna make the Japan goal. I'll definitely make it out to Japan. It's just gonna take some time. And with the laptop, that's definitely needed for sure, because it's easier to take the laptop with me than fucking desktop and all that other shit. It's a lot easier to put it in a fucking suitcase than the desktop. So it's just a matter of practicality, and selling that, selling the TV, which I love the TV, but gotta make the muns, hun. So, but really, what it comes down to is, getting the consistent monthly payments from like BAH and later on disability. Once I get that situation all straightened out, I don't want to get too into the whole disability thing because that's very personal, and I don't don't want to air that stuff online. But that is part of the thing that I'm working on right now. Not right now, but if everything goes well with the disability claim and everything, then it should be pretty damn easy to make it out to Tokyo. Where are we at here? Can you? But no, it's for realsy stuff. I'm not just putting in a bullshit claim. A lot of it was shit that really affected me. But what up, Dali? I see you in there. Chews with his mouth closed. I mean, I could like pan the camera up or whatever. But yeah, there's some times where it's like, fuck, dude. I don't really get the whole like hob, 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 hob. You know. Nah, his fucking viewer base would like crucify me if I did that shit. And they'd be like, I don't get it. Where's Eric? I need to see Eric's face. Pook. Yeah. But no, that's like the main hook of the Eric Mealtime stuff is just seeing him eat stuff. But what I do is I get rid of a lot of the like unnecessary parts. So like you know, I usually leave first impressions on there for like the entirety. Sometimes I do kind of speed it up because if he's just eating and not really saying anything or reacting or whatever, I just fucking cut that shit out. And then, you know, if he's not really saying anything of merit, because, you know, he also has a tendency to ramble, so, you know, I end up cutting that stuff out too. Yeah, sleep apnea. Or is it amenia or apnea? I thought it was apnea. I could be wrong. Sleep amenia. Thought it was apnea. Oh, anemia. I don't have anemia. But yeah, sleep apnea, definitely. It's possible. You know, I do have, yeah. I think it's apnea. Yeah. Yeah, that. Yeah, that's... Just gotta do a sleep study. You know, even if I don't get anything from it, that's something be interesting to look into. Because, like, I do notice, like, there's some nights, like, last night I felt, like, super well rested. I was just, like, dead when I went to sleep. And I woke up and I'm just, like, so tired when I woke up. But it wasn't like the whole, like, I didn't get enough sleep kind of tired. It was just like a fuck, I'm just, like, crawling out of the dead. It was like crawling out of the grave kind of tired when I woke up. Because I'm just like, fuck. I was so, like, in such a deep sleep. And, like, I was so zoned out when I was making my coffee. I was just like, yeah. Which that's another thing. I've really cut down on coffee usage. Because before I'd have like 2 big ass cups of this, and this is well, this cup you can fit 20 ounces, but this has about 16. I use 16 ounces of coffee, and then 2 ounces of creamer. So that way, it's not all the way to the tippy top. Because like liquid-wise, I could fill it up to like 20, but I like to have a little bit of space because I don't want to spill coffee and shit. But yeah, just 16 ounces, 2 cups, however many milliliters it is for my international audience. Yeah, I just fill it up like that. Normally, when I was out in Japan, I'd have my coffee black most of the time. Might mix in like an Emerald Mountain or something like that, which is like maybe a touch of cream and maybe some sugar, but it wasn't like overflowing, not like a cafe au lait or something like that. That shit was fucking nasty. To me, that was too sweet. Yeah, I couldn't stand cafe au lait. That was too much. It's like coffee flavored milk at that point. Yeah, I don't get it either. Like, some people just like fucking overload that shit. You know. Yeah. But I mean, for me, I just use it. A lot of people use it for taste purposes. I just use it for more practical purposes because, like, I can't drink regular black coffee here in the States because it's too acidic. And so it just fucking tears my stomach to pieces. I love the taste of it, but it just fucking eats a hole in my stomach, and I'm just like doubled over. I'm like, oh fuck, everything hurts. But if I just add a little bit of creamer to it, then it kind of evens it out a bit. It's huge in Korea and it's delicious. Not innuendo. Heyo. Yeah, banana milk's pretty big in Japan as well. I never really got into that sort of thing because that's too sweet for me. But yeah, I brew coffee every day too. But I don't know. I like the dark blends because it has the most flavor. But I don't know. It's just really acidic. Fucking tears my stomach to pieces. Yeah. But it's weird, like there's some sweet things that I don't mind, and then there's others where it's like, ugh. You know? Like it's really weird. I smoke with some weird shit. Someone slipped in one of my coffees, and yeah, I've heard some things about that. Almond milk too. It's another big one. I actually I got like the chocolate almond milk one time. And that shit's like really fucking good. Like for real. I could fucking chug a whole carton of that shit easy. And it doesn't have that, you know, dairy aftertaste, so like it's like fuck, you know. Fucking kill it with that shit.
World performers, Ryan and Taiko. World performers, pop circus. It's one of the best circuses in Japan. So yeah, pretty excited. In Japan. Pretty excited. Don't have time to get a drink, but I already got a drink. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
It's gonna be fun. Going to the circus. Bizarre. It's so bizarre. We're being supported from above, not below. This I can't work it out in my head how this. We're being supported from above. Bizarre. It's bizarre.
Put it there. Got the drink. Hell yeah. That's what's up, Deli. That's what's up. Yeah, man. Can't wait to finally make it back to Japan. Especially after all this time, you know? It's like put so much time and effort into things. And it's all gonna be worth it in the end. Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? The portions actually really helped me lose weight, or at least like maintain. Cause like I could go and eat like super fatty McDing-dong food and be okay, cause like the portion sizes were smaller. You know, like their large is an American medium. So like if I ordered a medium, it'd basically be a small. At least drink wise. Fry size, like if I went to McDonald's or something, fry sizes are the same, but drinks are different. Did you? I mean, I eventually gained weight in Japan as I just like drank every day and didn't go out as much. But like, you know, if I would have like went out more and, you know, maybe laid off the chew high a little bit, because that shit's like super sugary compared to like other drinks, you know, or just like laid off drinking and, you know, as much as I did, because I drank like way too fucking much. But which now I can't even do that shit anymore. Like physically I can't, because my stomach is just too fucking sensitive to that shit. you know. But yeah, and you know, for me, it's like I can't just like, oh yeah, that's what's up, dude. Too high, 30, baby. But yeah, I don't know. I can't just hit the gym. Like I'm not a gym guy. I don't like it. I just feel weird. You know, and it's not just like it's an American gym or a Japanese gym. Like I just feel weird, no matter where I'm at. As far as that shit goes, was that 6 or 7? So, I feel like it was 7. 6. Okay, so I need 7. Yeah, I just feel weird no matter what as far as that goes. So for me, in order to lose weight or at least maintain physical fitness, I'd have to like trick myself into things. So, you know, instead of going to the gym or whatever, I would just like walk or ride my bicycle or something like that. You know, maybe go up a steep hill. You know, I did that when I biked all the way down to the Mira Peninsula. You know, that was like almost, what was that, 20 kilometers, I think. Yeah. I don't know. I can't do jogging though. That shit hurts my knees too much. Yeah, because it's like jogging, running. That puts like way too much, like, I don't know. My knees like really start to fucking hurt. And originally I thought it was because I was heavy, but it was bad even when I was lighter. So that's why I usually go for like low impact stuff. So walking I can do, biking I can do. I think you were kind of like, yeah, basically, you know, just don't break the chain, you know, just, you know, go a little bit farther, turn up the resistance a little bit more, you know. And I know for sure I'd be doing a hell of a lot more walking, even in Tokyo, than I would fucking sitting my fatty ding-dong ass here. That's for sure. And, like, it, you know, it just makes sense, you know, to do that. Because, like, oh, you want to get something to eat? Okay. You could order pizza, but that's like $40 for a regular-ass pizza. Or you could, like, walk your happy ass to the Conbini, which, granted, they're close by, but it's more walking than I'd be doing if I were to, like, order the pizza. It's like the furthest I'd have to go is to, like, walk towards my phone. But my phone's, like, right here. I don't have to leave. Yeah, I do jumping jacks sometimes, too, just to, if anything, to, like, get blood circulation going. Because, like, if I sit down for, like, too long, you know, I start getting a little antsy and, you know, just want to keep the blood flow in the legs going. Especially doing all this long-term editing. Like, I'm going to have to get a new seat cushion or something because, you know.
In Japan. Bizarre. It's so bizarre. We're being bizarre. We're being.
Yeah, but like when I was out in San Diego, that's when I really started walking a lot more. And when I was out in Chicago, not really so much. I mean, yeah, you know, we'd march to class and stuff, and you know, I'd walk around to like get food on base or whatever. But like San Diego, like I would walk down Rosecrans Street like all the time. You know, I would always make it a point to do some walking in addition to like all the PT and stuff I was getting. And then when I got fucking, you know, I failed one of my PRTs because of weight back in 2011. Yeah, just jack off for an hour, get that sweat, yeah. And I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? You know, you just fucking turn the blinds down and, you know, make sure the fan's not on and, you know, do your thing. And just, you know, try not to quit too early. Just kind of get to that point, kind of ease back a bit, get back to that point, ease back a bit. Try to get that going for as long as you can.
We're being supported from above, not below. I can't work it out in my head how this above, not below. I can't work it out in my head of not below.
Just kind of do it like that.
Of not below. I can't work it out in my head how.
That's good. Failed 20 plus PT tests. Oh, yeah. How'd you fail so many tests? Damn. I don't even think I took that many. So that'd be what, 10? You had to be been in for 10 years. So like for me, I was in for a little over 5, but my last PRT was at the beginning, first cycle 2015, and that was the one that fucking did me in. So, not counting the 5th year, but before 8, so 9. So yeah, 9. Passed 1 and failed 1. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it was for me. Like, I failed the 1 back in 2011, and then I failed 1. I think it was like 2 in a row. It was when I was fucking on my depressive shit, and I was just like drinking all the time, eating a lot of bad food, not sleeping because I was drinking so much alcohol that I had to drink coffee in order to keep myself awake so I wouldn't fucking pass out. So like my body was like all over the fucking place, and eventually fucked with my sleeping habits. I wasn't getting enough sleep, and of the sleep that I was getting, it wasn't good quality sleep, and it was just a recipe for disaster, which, ended up feeling very anxious, and, I eat to cope. I'm definitely an emotional eater, and I felt like that was kind of like my only way to deal with it, because, like, drinking, you can only do so much of that before, you pass out or throw up or whatever. But with, like, eating, I feel like I could, like, get away with it. There's a little bit of that, like, you feel like you're kind of getting away with something bad. It's like, eating a burger. It's just like, But, yeah, that's kind of how it was for me. You just fail one, well, try again next month. Or not next month, but next cycle, basically. Changes in the command, use physical years of me. Oh, really? That was weird. But yeah, actually, the when I failed the 3rd time, the one from 2011 was set to like fall off, because after so many years, they fall off. So I think it's like every 4 years, it falls off. But that one was like a couple days from falling off, and that was right at that time when the Navy changed their PRT instruction to, instead of 3 strikes and you're out, it was 2 strikes, and then like the one past that, you'd get kicked out. But then they, like, I don't know if they changed it with that one or if they changed it later, but no, they changed it later to where you wouldn't get kicked out. You would just get like an SP eval, which is like the lowest eval you can get, and you wouldn't be able to transfer, make rank. I don't even think they let you take the test until you got that shit taken care of. Commander 6 months below. Damn. That's some shit right there. But I will say that the PRT actually gets a lot easier as you get older. I mean, granted, physically you're not as like on it, but the bar for passing is a lot more reasonable if you enter when you're older. I joined the Navy when I was 24, so I didn't have to do that crazy stuff that like the 18 and 19-year-olds do. I was in I guess, yeah, the Alphas was like 18, 19. Charlie or Bravos was like 20 to 23. And I think Charlie, which is what I was most of the time, was what, 24 to 27, something like that. Yeah, that's what it was. And then later on became Delta when I went 28 to 29, so that was my last cycle. So as far as, yeah, getting older is like, it's stupid easy to actually pass the physical portion. And that's the thing, like I could have easily, passed push-ups, sit-ups. I never did the run because that shit fucking hurt my knees, but I would do the bike. And like I love doing the bike because A, it's easier, especially on the joints. That was the important part because that shit fucking hurt running. And that was the thing, like even when my cardio was better, because at first I thought it was my cardio, I wasn't breathing right or whatever, and that was the case when I first started. But, once I got my cardio up, shit was still fucking hurting. And I'm just like, I can't fucking do this shit, I can walk, like, no problem. But the minute I start doing, like, the jumpy with the running and stuff like that, and that jumping back and forth motion on my knees and ankles, like, fuck, dude. My ankles would, like, swell up, and my knees and, like, my calves and shit would just start hurting. But, like, lung-wise, I was fine. I'm not winded, I'm not tired, but just fucking everything from the knees down just fucking hurt. So I just started doing more, like, resistance training on the bikes and stuff. I never could get into the elliptical, I think for the same reasons. It was easier on my joints, but it was just so, like, weird, so I couldn't get into it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, like, fucking, it gets so easy. I'd run 15-minute 2-mile. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, I think for bike, it was calories burnt. So they had, like, this conversion chart. So, if you burn, I don't know, I think it was like 150 calories or something like that, it'd be like, 14-minute mile and a half or something like that. Or however it is. I don't know if that's how it was, but, like, I would always count the calories more than, like, the time, because that's how it was. So I think, if I remember right, I think my best amount burned, because one way to not really cheat the system, but just to, like, do better, was to have high resistance. So it was a balance between, high resistance and speed. So, like, if you had really high resistance but low speed, you could crank them calories out like nothing. But it was like walking through fucking quicksand. So you had to, like, dial it in just right, get the resistance, and, like, my fucking quads, like, a lot of times I would train with, like, the resistance cranked to, like, 20, or I think it maxed out at 25. So I'd have it between, like, 20 and 25. And, like, people wonder, like, why are you going so fucking slow? Like, Jesus Christ, is it that fucking hard? One of my friends is like, nah, he's got it, like, max resistance. And, like, yeah. I never had my, like, knee injured or anything like that. I did fall on it once. Fucking scraped that fucker up pretty bad. But, like, I had the adrenaline going, so I literally, like, fucking fell, landed on my knees, scraped them to shit. They were, like, bleeding and stuff from, like, all the rocks and stuff. And I, like, popped back up. I was just like, fall, pop, I'm okay. I'm like, hey, you good? You're bleeding a lot. I'm like, well, I got it. We're heading back, and we were kind of like doing the lap back to base anyway, so I'm just like, it's cool, I'll get this cleaned up and stuff when we get back. I'm like, you good? And like, yeah. I'll have to get back to base to tape it up anyway, so I'd rather jog fast to base than, like, kind of limp my way there. And I had the adrenaline on my side, so that was good. But then once I got all cleaned off, I'm like, fuck, everything hurts. But on the bike, though, I think my record It's been years and years, but I think my record was like 165 or something like that. I think that was it. Let me check. Maybe PRT bike calculator, I guess. Okay. Standards. As far as it's got the app, which the app isn't really accurate. But where is it? I think there's this. I think it's this one. Oh, that's definitely not it. And they got apps and shit. I don't know how do you score on the bike? I don't remember. There we go, bike equation changes. Well, this is from a long ass time ago, so let me see. Oh, that's just the changes to the bikes. Not found the official Navy prims. That's fucking dumb. This is Navy elliptical. I don't care about that shit. Medic had to check me out and shit. What happened? Oh God, why would you do that? Oh Jesus, that's terrible. I would always leading up to the weigh-in, I would definitely start dieting, which is a bad time. You know, start dieting like 2 weeks before your weigh-in. Converted to a run time. Nah. Prims calculator. Fucking. Well. Okay, let's see this. What's that about? Oh, that's the actual fucking. Yeah, we're not gonna run that one. Let me, because I think I found it, possibly. File. But this is from like 2011, so I don't know how up to date these standards are now. But at least it would give us a point of reference so I can see what the fuck is up. Hopefully. Oh, what the fuck? Why is it not? Oh. Gotta open it. I don't know how, so let's say, alright. Jeez. I think my last weight was 240. Yeah, fine. Okay, anyway. Now, calories burned, say 160. Okay. Yeah, well, swimming test, you could do the swimming test in lieu of the run. So some people did that, not a lot. Most people did bike. Then you had the elliptical right after, which again I couldn't fucking get into. But actually I wasn't 240 when I got that time. I was like 230, to be fair. Might have been 155 actually. Yeah. So it was like 230 at the time, 155 calories burned. So that would be about 12:21 for a run time, or 12:27 for. So I guess 12:21. Swimming distance, it's Olympic sized pool, so I think it's like 1.5 kilometers or something like that. No, that's not right. You got the 500 meters, so it would be 1.5 kilometers. Yeah, because you'd have to It's a 500-meter pool. And you swim it once, twice, 3 times. Yeah. I can math. I think that's how it was. But yeah, 12:21 as a run time. That's, for me, for somebody who is like not physically fit at all and like never really exercised that much, that's pretty damn good as a run time. That's pretty damn good. As like a converted run time, basically. Yeah, I think it was 3 times. It might have been 2. I don't remember. Not a lot of people did it because it's actually a lot harder than it looks. Like, some people thought it'd be easy, and I was like looking at it, but I'm like, I've already put so much effort into the bike, and the bike you can like really, like I said, there's ways to like crank up the calories with resistance, because 12-minute mile I can do more stuff. Yeah, well, it's 12-minute mile and a half, but still, yeah, and that's coming from somebody who's like, not hanging out at the gym all the time and stuff. Still active, still doing things, but like not, working to improve my run times like that. There's ways around it. Just crank up the resistance to a nice, comfortable spot for you. I think for PRTs, I'd crank it down somewhere between 14 and 16, usually. So it provided enough resistance, but not too much to where you tire yourself out too early. But most people would like stick it at like either the lowest resistance or like at a 6 or a 5. And they're fucking like going like really super fast, like, how come I'm not burning any calories? It's because you don't have resistance on you, fucking. Yeah. Well, I mean, now it's like whatever. But yeah. Now it's kind of whatever. Yeah. It's one thing I'm going to work on once I get out to Japan. It's too hard to do here in America. Fucking diet and all that other shit. Especially in the South, like, fuck. But I thought trying to have a good, healthy diet in the northern states was hard. Southern states, it's even worse.
From above, not below. I can't work it out in my head how this... It's more like an amusement park ride. How this... It's more like an amusement. How this? It's more like an amusement park ride than a train.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Sexual seduction.
Far away from where I live.
Bad as fuck, so.
East, an hour to the west, southwest of Tokyo.
Yeah, I couldn't hear a damn thing he's saying with all the fucking announcements and shit. You're +2 in seduction, yeah. Well, I might have a shot with the Hokkaido women, because be able to keep them warm in the wintertime. If anything.
Dad's taking daughter to the circus.
Yeah, we're not showing that. Yeah, I don't want to show... I mean, it's nice to, like, see, like, the dad taking his daughter to circus and stuff, but, like, Japan's very particular about that kind of shit. And I don't want Eric getting eaten up in the comments.
Open.
About, you can't photograph Japanese people, blah, blah, blah. It's technically the train's a privately owned area. You can't be doing that. So you don't need that headache in your life.
A train.
Open sesame.
Before the whistle, because the whistle's fucking annoying as shit. What else we got?
There it is, the Pop Circus, everybody. There it is, the Pop Circus, everybody.
Yeah, right.
There it is. There it is, the Pop Circus, everybody. That's where we're going. Where's my boy Ryan? It looks deserted. Is it even open?
Yeah, we're not including that shit in there. Alright. Actually, now we'll get rid of that shit. Move that.
Open.
Yeah, fuck it, it's fine. Oh, you were talking about the, I was thinking of something else. Fucking brain. Yeah, I mean, I could technically, like, blur out their faces and stuff, but, it's not worth it to put that kind of effort into it. I mean, if it was a critical scene or something like that, then sure, but, like, you know, the vlog can do without it, and it'll be fine. But if it was a critical scene, then yeah, I'd just blur out her face.
Hey, it's my buddy. Hey.
And we'll slap that on there, and that on there.
Everybody. Hey, it's my buddy. How you doing, Ryan? What's up? Ryan from the Pop Circus. Hey. Yeah. You guys know each other. Hey. This is great, man.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Made it.
Ryan from the Pop Circus.
Oh, shit. Yeah, right? Yeah, I don't need him having a fucking sushi belt scandal. It's weird that fucking Tomoko Des is here with him. That's not his wife. Don't know what's going on there, but
Hey. This is great, man.
Welcome.
I don't think she's going to be featured in the video, so I'm not going to show her. That's just a little secret for y'all.
For the act before I take the drink.
Okay, so this is really cool that they've set this up, right? And you're really close to Ofuna, the station, where we can go out and maybe do a mealtime after.
Yeah.
This is good. It's a good location. I like this. So is it officially started already? Right at the monorail.
Perfect. It's
And
right in front.
and you're really close to and you're really
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Holy shit.
from the Pop Circus, and you're really close to
Let me move that.
Circus, and you're really close to Ofuna. Pop Circus, and you're really
Oh shit.
Circus, and you're really close to Ofuna, the station, where we can go out and maybe do a mealtime after.
Yeah.
This is good. It's a good location. I like this. So is it officially started already?
Yeah, this is the first act right now.
Okay.
Just had the opening sound, the opening
Okay.
music, and
You
Oh
go
shit.
right now.
Okay.
Just had the opening sound, the opening
Okay.
music, and
Yeah, shit.
Okay.
just
Yeah, I'm sure she did. And she's a really nice lady, but, you know, I just don't want her getting shit, you know. So, because, like, I don't know the situation. Maybe they're just hanging out. I don't know. Out there looking swole, not trying to get attention at all. Yeah. Not covering up his arms because of the whole, you know, gotta worry about the sun, right? But yeah, fucking buff as fuck, boy.
The second act, is that right?
Second act right at the end.
Okay. And you go on during the second act, is that right?
Second act.
Oh, shit. Now, it'd be one thing if, like, Eric did introduce Tomoko as part of the video. That'd be one thing. But, like, I don't think he will. And she was in a couple of his videos, actually. So that's kind of what got me thinking, like, you know. Like, I don't know what's going on. All I know is they're not married, so I don't know.
This is the first act right now.
Okay. And you go on during the second act, is that right?
Second act right at the end.
Okay.
So
Will I
I
be
have
able-
about an hour and a half of rest.
Okay. Will I be able to film any of that, or can I, like, get away with, like, 5 seconds?
An hour and a half of rest.
Okay. Will I be able...
So, okay,
An hour and a half of rest.
Okay.
cut that.
We'll be strategic. Pop Circus is very...
Yeah, right? So, it's pretty apropos, I guess, but, you know. She is a nice lady, I will say that. She is a real sweetheart. Met her at several YouTuber get-togethers back when I was still out in Japan. And she is a real sweetheart. So, you know. I don't know what's all going on.
We'll be strategic. Pop Circus is very protective of their artists and because they don't want people to see
When
stuff.
you come see it live in person.
Yeah, it really is better that way. You guys should come see the Pop Circus if you're in town, if you come to Japan.
Yeah.
Do you know where you're going after this? The next
After this
location?
city, we're going to be in Toyama.
Oh, shit.
You're going after this? Do you know where...
Frickin' wind. Shot at the wind and meant it.
I have about an hour and a half of rest.
Okay. Do you know where you're going after this? The next
After
location?
this
Yeah, all you get's a little arm action. That's all you get.
city, we're going to be in Toyama.
Toyama? Oh, out on that's the Japan seaside.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful out there for summer.
That's all the way until September.
Oh, okay.
So all the way till the end of fall.
All right, cool.
And then after that, we're not sure yet. Hopefully somewhere to Osaka.
Alrighty. Well, it was good seeing you, dude. Glad you were able to stop by. So, yeah. Peace.
Oh, okay.
So all the way till the end.
Shit.
That's all the way until September. Hopefully somewhere to Osaka because I've been there.
Osaka's good.
I've heard they got some good food.
Osaka's good.
I've seen they had some good
Osaka,
food.
yeah, it's incredible. Osaka, I can't wait to go
I've
back.
had smoking on me.
I'll introduce you. He'll take care of you.
Oh yeah.
Introduce you to my friend Ken Easy. He'll take care of you.
Oh yeah. I've
He'll
heard
show
about
you
him.
around. Yeah, man.
I want to meet him. He's good.
He's
guy.
amazing. Yeah, that video's coming up.
The video's already out. Video's coming up. How old is that video? Deets. Oh, okay. 25th. Alright, man. Why are these vlogs so freaking old? I honestly have no idea how old these vlogs are. I haven't even had them that long. Maybe about a week. But,
It's beautiful out there for summer.
That's all the way until September.
This is a cheese dog. And this is a chocolate churro.
That's part of the vlog, so it's fine.
This is a cheese. It's beautiful out there for summer.
That's all the way until September.
This is a cheese dog.
Kind of back this up a little bit.
That's all the way until September.
This is a cheese dog. And this is a chocolate churro. Good stuff. Churro. She's over here. Buy the t-shirts. Reiwa Palm Circus. It's the new era in Japan. The Reiwa.
Okay. We're at 36 right now. So I think we'll go ahead, delete some of that shit. Is this the meal time or what is this? Oh, some more vlog time stuffs. Alright, I'll go ahead, move all this shit over. And then, there we go. That way I don't have to worry about that other stuff. And then I can go, get that selected, yeah. Consolidate duplicates and remove unused. So that way it gets rid of a lot of the shit that I don't need. So it won't keep referencing stuff. Oof. Oof. Alright, y'all. I will be right back. Alright. I will be right back. Just gonna go potty real quick. Still got comments up, so if you guys want to leave me some comments. That's better. Yeah, it's better. Alright. And we're back. Alright. See? Told you it wasn't gonna be long. Alright. Alright. So we got here.
Chocolate churro. Reiwa Pop Circus. It's the new era in Japan. The Reiwa Pop Circus. Not the Heisei Pop Circus, the Reiwa Pop Circus. In Japan, the Reiwa Pop Circus. Circus. It's the new era in Japan. The Reiwa Pop Circus. Reiwa Pop Circus.
Okay, we'll just cut that part out.
Okay, so I got two things here. This is intermission at circus time. I shot some really great footage in there of, it's like this wheel. It goes around like this, and there's a guy that's...
Did I get any of that? I don't know if I did. Maybe? No. I didn't get any of that. So I guess...
So I got two things here. While the show was gone, I shot some really great goes around like this, and there's... But I didn't know I wasn't supposed to be filming, so they made me erase the data on the SD card while the show was gone. So we'll be back for a little bit of revenge when the trapeze artists come, because I'm going to use my covert camera without... I'm going to try my best. Let's... Rules. Cheese dog.
Yeah, we're just gonna skip that whole thing, because...
Circus. Cheese dog. Needs a bit of mayonnaise, hot sauce, something. Mayonnaise, hot sauce, something. Needs a bit of mayonnaise. Mayonnaise needs a bit of needs a bit of mayonnaise. That's what it needs. Needs a bit of mayonnaise.
Scoot that in a bit.
Needs a bit of mayonnaise. That's what it needs. I mean, hot sauce would be better.
どこ行ったらいい？こっち。
We're here with my buddy. All right, he's gonna go better. He's gonna go better. They just complain about everything, huh?
Yeah.
Better.
どこ行ったらいい？こっち。
We're here with my buddy. All right, he's gonna go better. He's gonna go better. They just complain about everything, huh?
Yeah.
It's not as good as a hot dog. Hot dog. It's different. It's not.
I think we'll just cut that part out. Let's cut that little part out. Maybe that. Just so you don't put that other dude under the bus.
It's not as good as a hot dog. Hot dog. It's different. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Chocolate churro. It's okay. Chocolate churros, everybody. Oh, this is the bomb.
Oof.
This is a yuck. Even with the mayonnaise, it's a yuck.
All right. What we's gonna do?
Even with the mayonnaise, it's a yuck. This is at least num num.
So 5. Okay.
The mayonnaise, it's a yuck. This is at least num num. This is at least num. This is at least num num.
Okay. Cool. So.
This is a yuck. Even with the mayonnaise, it's a yuck. This is at least num num.
And I'll keep that going a little bit. Maybe like there.
Chocolate churros.
Alright, and I don't need that. So we're gonna go ahead and slap on the where is it? Ship bell. For that.
At least num num.
Oh, what the fuck? Why is it so? Damn, one more. That's better.
This is at least num num.
Oh damn, no.
This is at least num num. This is at least num num.
That's bad.
This is at least num num.
Okay, cool. Where is... Maybe for the splat. There we go. Oh, it's a sound effect pack. Okay. Which one? That one. Maybe. think it's this one right here. There we go. I'll do slight fade. A longer fade. Oh no. There, that's better. Okay. I think on that one's already been formatted, so it's fine. So we'll just fucking put that shit up here. We need that. Fucking dude.
This is a yuck. This is a yuck. This is a yuck. This is a yuck. Even with the mayonnaise, it's a yuck. This is at least num num. Okay, so I've just discovered that this came with. So I've just discovered that this came with hot mustard and ketchup. I didn't notice it was on the package, taped to the back of the package. Let's dress it up, shall we? Gotta dress it up. Not mayonnaise, what was I thinking? I mean, if I would have seen this, I would have done this first, but... And the mustard in Japan is always spicy, which I love. There it is, that's a proper cheesed up. That brings it up to a meh.
I should have closed that fast. Oops, shit.
That brings it up to a meh. That brings it up to a meh. Better. Definitely better. No. What? So in Japan, they often say "ekimai," meaning right at the front of the train station, to mean something is near. Well, the Pop Circus is, it's right there. I mean, you're talking like. So in.
Okay, I think we'll use this. Flip some things around.
So in Japan, they often say "ekimai," meaning right at the front of the train station, to mean something is near. Well, the Pop Circus is. It's right there. I mean, you're talking like. Literally 5 seconds to get to the entrance. I mean, that's clockwork. Way to go, Pop Circus. You're rocking it. Way to go, Pop Circus.
Okay, cool. What's this?
Welcome one and all to the welcome. What you guys are welcome, not welcome, not welcome. Cause yeah.
The fuck are you doing, dude? Definitely deleting.
Awful dark in there. Well, it was an amazing show. I really, really enjoyed it thoroughly. I would say most of all the trapeze artists, those guys rock. They were the best. It's awful bright out here. It was awful dark.
Okay, so we'll use some of these as establishing shots. So we'll use this a little bit. Probably like trim that up a little bit. There. Use some like dark shots. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Some dark shots. There we go. Oh shit. Ugh. Okay, there's that. So, okay. Okay. Use that as some establishing shots, and the rest just kind of. Burr. Okay, so cut that. Before he gets into the frame. Whoa. Dude. There you go. Okay, this is, what the fuck is this?
Literally.
Oh yeah, that's the side. That's after the show. So we're gonna move this to
Cheese dog.
before he meets up.
And you're really close to Ofuna.
Open.